then that connection, that handshake going from Zoom server to Google's YouTube server somewhere, we say in the cloud, but it's really hardware somewhere that it's going to. Okay, got that. All right, welcome everybody. We are now going to be concentrating on our projects. Hopefully you've done a first draft, and every week we will be proceeding and looking at it and trying to improve it. And my key here is this should be an authentic project that your group could possibly do. And that's what we want to keep in mind. So I will go over the what's due. We're going to have a new assignment today on what I call sometimes my intelligent voice AI phone agents. And this is going to be an assignment. So your regular phone number, in this case, David Camacho, your regular phone number that you have, I can call it, right? And I can talk to you voice, right? Or what else can I do? I can text you, right? You agree with me, David? That's my regular phone number. And what's the difference between that and AI phone agent? Everybody understand? You remember we did we do in this class 1-800-CHAT-GPT? David, did we do 1-800-CHAT-GPT? What's the difference between calling 1-800-CHAT-GPT and ChatGPT itself? Raise your hand. What do you think, Connor? Remember I was doing 1-800-CHAT. Were you here when I did 1-800-CHAT-GPT?
I'm not sure, but I can take a shot at answering it.
So if you got your phone, Connor, right? Take out your phone, right? And go to your phone and go to your keypad. I could give you my number, which is the psycho. And if you looked at it, you could type in T the way, or I could give you a phone number called 1-800-CHAT-GPT. Okay. And then go to your phone now, and on your keypad, Connor, you see 1-800, right? So everybody can do that on their keypad, right on your phone. You can do 1-800, right? And then how would you dial ChatGPT? What's the numbers of ChatGPT? Connor, you're looking at your phone right now.
242-8478.
Okay. The 2, everybody see that the 2 is the C, right? The H is a 4. The A is a 2. The 8 is a T, right? The 4 is what? Chat G, right? The 7 is a P, and the 8 is a T. And dial it and put on your speakerphone. And what do you think you'll get on the other end?
ChatGPT.
Right.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So how can I help you today?
So ask her, what's the difference between a regular phone number and basically an intelligent caller number?
What's the difference between a regular phone number and an intelligent caller phone number?
Is just a standard line. while an intelligent caller phone number is equipped with advanced features. These might include things like automated call routing, interactive voice response, and even integration with customer data to provide a more personalized experience. It's like having a smart assistant for your phone line.
Okay, thank you. Tell her thank you.
Thank you.
So basically, Connor,
You're welcome.
you know what a large language model is? Basically, ChatGPT's large language model is attached to a phone number. In your regular phone that you have, or Lily has, it's basically all it's being done is being able to receive calls and receiving text. There's no large language model attached to it. So when I get a phone number, I go to Verizon or T-Mobile or AT&T, I get a regular phone number. In order to get an intelligent caller, it has to be provisioned to accept a large language model. And instead of having that large language model that we go to Open AI and get ChatGPT, what the folks in OpenAI and ChatGPT said, let's attach it to a provisional phone number and we can have a voice conversation this way. Or we could have voice conversation based on a website. So instead of just texting, I could have it based on a text, and then I have an assistant that I can program to answer questions. And the question we have to think about it, Connor, where would that be useful for a business? For your project, Connor, what are you guys doing?
Doing like a real estate company.
So when times in a real estate company, for what type? Is this for brokers? Is this for the sell? Who is this for? Who's my target
For the
audience?
brokers. Or
Brokers.
not for this.
So maybe the brokers, instead of getting calls, they have to have somebody to sit by the phone, right? They may want to basically have their leads to have somebody screen it. So rather than a human screening it, they can get an agent, an AI agent to screen it. And then if it's a potential buyer, the agent could pass it on to a real broker. You got that, Connor?
Yeah, I got that. Makes sense.
So what I'm going to do, I want to attach then for everyone's project a intelligent agent that you'll get a phone number, and instead of you answering the phone, do you want to answer the phone 24/7? I don't want to answer the phone. I'm in everybody's group, so I don't want to answer the phone. You want to answer the phone 24/7? You want to do something else? Have the agent do that. And if it's a real buyer, rather than some spam, somebody trying to sell you something, have the agent filter it out. So I want this to be available. Everybody understand that? I want it to be available for everybody's project and website. And one is they could click on your website and get that agent, or somebody could just take a regular phone and call you, right? When they're out and about, call that number and then they'll get the agent and then it could transfer to you. In order for me to do that, I want to make an assignment that everybody knows in the class how to do it. Do you understand that, Gabriella? So everybody's going to have that opportunity. And guess what? You may even want to not only have it on your website, but you know what? Sell it as a service, Connor, to the brokers. That could be another service. You want an intelligent agent? They probably don't know how to do it. Sell it to them. You got it? So I'm going to share my screen. And Lily, do you see my screen?
Yeah,
Yes?
I see your screen.
Perfect. And I'm going to go to the what's due section. I'm in J, right? I'm going to go to the what's due section, and I want to see on, we know that today was supposed to be the final project part 2 done, and you needed to read the artificial intelligence and look at those websites that I talked about, Amazon and Microsoft. And now what I want to do is the next chapter's reading is chapter 10, which is information systems and what we call enterprise resource planning. It's the readings, it's adaptive assignments, it's the quizzes. These are additional readings that I'd like you to read that in additional to AI, which deals with machine learning, the difference between machine learning and AI. Also about AI itself, the challenges, also about generative AI. And guess what? Doesn't it look like it, David Solomon, that these could possibly be questions for the open-ended exam? Sounds like it would be great. And even on the ones on cloud computing would be open-ended. But of course, I'll give you a review sheet, but you know in advance, I'm telling you in advance, these are possible questions. You know what I mean? That tell me about cloud computing. What are the problems, right, David? If all of a sudden you're accounting and you have all your clients on accounting systems and they can't even get in, David, and it's tax time, right? And I'm relying on you, and I'm in deep trouble, and so are you. So we got here in the generative AI, and now I tell you the phone voice AI agent that we're going to do. So where do I get those instructions? Those instructions are on the audit assignment instructions. And on the audit assignment instructions, there's two parts. You can look at an instructional video as one, and then of course, let me make this in a new tab. You see this as your phone voice AI assignment. Now you can buy, Connor, you can buy phone numbers that will be provisioned to hold a large language model. Companies that do it are like Twilio and other ones that if a company wants to do it and they are expecting heavy duty traffic, this is what you could do for them. You could select it. But what do I want to do is I want to show you how to do it, and we're going to be using it in a limited format. So what do I like, Connor, is I like free. You know me well enough that I don't want you to spend it, but whatever you do here, you'll get the idea, you'll get the information there. So this assignment, I want everyone to do this assignment. This assignment will be graded, just like all your other assignments that you had done in the past. This will be graded as well. And what I want you to do, a little bit different in assignment, is this company called VAPI will give you a free number. But what I want to do is 1-800-CHAT-GPT is what I call a vanity number. Besides having the digits of the phone number, it's easy to remember it, and it's like your own brand. So it can be a branding thing like 1-800-CHAT-GPT, but it also has phone numbers attached to it. That's what it's called, a vanity phone number. And what I want you to do, not only get a free number, but check for maybe 4 or 5 numbers to see, can you get a phone number that can spell something? It's not easy to do, but it can spell. If you're really into this, you can optionally learn how to connect an API key to your custom AI projects. But I suggest for now you skip this portion, the optional part. But what I want to do is I'm using, this is going step by step how to go to this procedure. But basically, you can go to what we call vapi.ai. So if you go to vapi.ai, you need just to create an account. And what I suggest you do is you can create with a Google Gmail account. You can use what you've done before, or you can even for this assignment, create a new Gmail account just for this assignment. Everybody with me? But Connor, what do I want? You don't want to use your school account. And you can even decide to create, with Gmail, it doesn't take much to create a new Gmail account. Once you do that, you can sign in. Once you have your Google, sign in with your Google account that's not a school account. You can decide to make a new one if you want. And what I'd like you to do, each of you, is create a tutorial on how to do this. And later on, you may even on your website assign someone to show that may be a service that you want for your potential clients. You can decide that or not, but I want everyone to know how to do this. And then just record in Zoom. Everybody knows how to record in Zoom, right? Everybody knows how to record without a password, and everybody knows how you want to do a screen sharing to show it. And of course, you want to record your voice. The first thing I want you to do is even create a phone number. Try to find a phone number that makes sense. VAPI will give you phone numbers, but I wanted 1-800. What's the problem with Zara? What's the problem with 1-800 numbers is that the owner of a 1-800 number has to pay for it. Anytime somebody calls me and I have a 1-800, I have to pay for it. I don't want to pay now. So what I want to do is I want to use local numbers, what VAPI will give you. VAPI will give you local phone numbers. So even the area code, I want it to spell something if I can. And if I look at the area code here, Cole, do you see this, Cole, when I'm showing you? Cole, do you
Yeah, I
see?
can see it.
Okay. I want you, for instance, 872. You see this? 872 spells USA. So I may want to try, you guys can try since it's going to be in the USA, because VAPI only works with United States numbers. That may be the beginning of your phone numbers. Why do I not want you to use then, in this case, Alicia, do you hear me? Alicia, why do I not want to use zeros or ones in the phone number or in the area code? You have any idea?
Because it doesn't like correlate to any letters.
Perfect. Perfect, Alicia. It doesn't have any letters in there. So if I want to spell something, usually the 1 or 0, sometimes I can put it in saying like I'm number 1 or something, or don't be a 0 or something. But usually I want the letters. You got it perfectly correct. Just like we were saying, the 1-800, then it was chat, right? GPT. Perfect. So in this case, we've given you a list of the area codes that you can see. I like, and try it out. What I'd suggest, I know VAPI, they get a list of numbers. I know right now, and it doesn't mean it will be, when you try it, is that 872, they have numbers there. So try to see if you can get something, based on any of these that makes sense. And you can even try, there's websites that you can put in a number that they give you and put it into these websites here, and it will tell you possible meanings of what that phone number spells. Sometimes you can even put your own phone number and say, hey, does it spell anything? Maybe. So you can see here, there's 2 of them that you can try out, and there's other ones, and you can manually check for USA, work, other ones. And then once you do that, then what you want to do is you want to go to the build section and go to your assistant. And for your assistant, you want to create an assistant and give it a name. You can name it anything you want. And there's a number of templates that you can use. you can use it a blank one. I prefer, just to make it easy for everyone, to use a template that they have already. And then you can basically then create it, and they will have already text in the first message that the agent will say hello. But you can write, what I'd like you to do is change the first prompt at least and give your company name and say maybe, hello, I'm a virtual agent name. Then you can give it a name. And then in the system prompt, you can change the system prompt. I'll show you what the system prompts look like. For the class exercise, you can leave it. If you want to play around and you're really into it, I'd say go ahead and change it. But for your project, once it's in your project, you will change the custom prompt as well. You can change the models. What they do is they give you, VAPI gives you free credits. So I want to do the cheapest model so I can try it out. So have the GPT choose the model GPT 4.1 mini. There are many models you could choose. We're just suggesting this and a temperature of 0.2, so it will be okay. And then make sure you publish it. Once you publish it, Daniel here put this optional here. I suggest you skip this optional. Do the first thing first. Later on, if you want to play around with the optional, you can. And then what you want to do is go back to your phone numbers that you choose, right? Here he chose quite a few. And make sure, this is going to be important, make sure you assign to this phone number that you want. Under phone numbers, you assign assistant to it. Because of each phone number, you could have another assistant to it. And make sure once you have it, then you can save it, and then you can actually call it. Put your call on the speaker and record it so you make sure that it's working. Once you get it working, what you need for each group, under your group folder, you need to make a folder, only one folder for your entire group, called Phone Voice AI Assignment Agent Assignment. And then you'll, just like everything else you did for your individual assignments under the groups, you'll create a new assignment called phone assignment with your name. You'll upload the Zoom link that you use for Blackboard because you've recorded it. You'll copy your Zoom AI comparison. Why? Go ahead and do a summary when AI can do it. You'll write some reflections of what you thought about phone AI, where it could be used, what were your problems with it, where could it be improved. And in this case, make sure it's called and then insured. So it should look just like this. Under that folder of yours and the assignment, it should be your assignment, just like you did for others, with your name, your Zoom cloud recording link, your AI summary, your reflections, the phone numbers you've picked, and that's it. So if I went to VAPI.ai, I already have something there, but notice here, just so you can see here, you can sign up, right? And once you sign up, right, you just click vapi.ai, you can sign up and it will come. If it's not coming up, we'll see. This may ask AI. You'll basically, I'm already in there. This is I basically am mob seeing AI. I've basically, you can see here, I use my Google mob seeing. I'm trying to explore computer vision so you can see it, and you can see here then the assistants. I have Sam and Riley. You can see the model of OpenAI, GPT. You can see here when I have this, you can see here my first message. Hello, this is Morgan from Growth Partners. You can say this, you can even tell it it's a virtual one. And here in the system prompt, you can see here that you have the lead qualifications, the identity, the voice. You can change this later or just leave it the way it was. Look at this. It tells how it should react. Isn't that amazing? You can see how it can react. If I want, in this case, to create an assistant when you're going to be doing it, look on this, say, here is where I give it a name. Here I can use a blank template, but I don't want a blank template. What I want is I can use like customer support specialist, or I can use lead qualification specialist. If you want it for a company, you could say later on, you can make an appointment. Let's say there were a doctor's office, a dentist or something. You can make an appointment schedule or information, a care coordinator, and notice here you have a create your assistant. What's nice here too, if you look at any of the VAPIs here, you can, in the regular one, VAPI AI, you can look at their introduction under documents, and then it's just the same way. This is really nice if for a review to understand what are VAPIs. VAPI is a developer for building voice AI agents. Voice agents allow you, how it works. This is nice, right? David Solomon, for almost to understand how voice agents work. If it were open-ended questions, speech to text, large language model, text to speech, 2 ways to build it. You can build it with assistants. I love the assistant because there's no coding. Here it's a little bit, I want to transfer, I want to move to other things. This, you can do multi-assistant setups. Here's the key capabilities. Phone integration, web integration. We'll be doing the web integration too for our next assignment, right? For the next stage of our website, we'll do web integration of our VAPI too, phone integration, phone calls, and then popular use cases. You can see how you could use it. You could see you could just make a business on that. I met 2 young guys on the internet, and this is what they do. They're not, one is not even a programmer, and he's made 250K last year, just giving from throughout the world, helping people do this. Okay. So, questions on that assignment. Is that clear then? Sandro, what do you think of the assignment? I don't hear you.
No, it's interesting.
It's nice, huh? Did you know it existed? You know it was so easy to do?
Not really.
Not really. It's fabulous. You could sell it, right? I could do for how many people wouldn't want that? You know, I don't need to. Why spam me, right? Talk to my virtual agent, you know, and then you can give it kind of ways to do it. So this is, I want this done for everybody, and then you'll do it, Sandro. Once you do it, you'll make an assignment. Somebody in your group can say, hey, let me do the VAPI for our group, you know, and we can do it. We can incorporate it into our website where somebody just clicks on it, talk to my virtual agent, they click on it, and what I like about it, it's conversational. Nobody has to type. Later on, you could have done it with chatting. It's a little bit more difficult, so let's keep it voice for now, but it could use text as well. Okay, so that's what we need to do for next Wednesday. Everybody with me? Good. So next, so we got this part, and I know I have the Zoom, and now let me just see who's this. Let me go to J audit. And which one should so under the assignment groups, right? Under each, if you looked at group 0, you see her final project. I would even, can you do me a favor, Lily?
Mm-hmm.
And just move phone voice agent assignment, move it up right under final project.
Okay.
That way we kind of see it. But you can see that everybody's group, you should make a folder, just one, phone voice AI agent assignment. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. And then if I go under assignment groups, your groups here should have URLs, right? Why do I want it right here now? I want it right here now so it's easy for me to see here. Some have already, like group 3, they've already upgraded to brandslens.com. This is not, in this case, home my site. I want to have the URL. And in this case, if I have group 8, I guess you have 2 URL. Oh, it's just the same. One is HTTPS and one is the other. And then group 9, David, Miller, and Brooks. Let me just go into yours. Yours is AI squad fillers. Let me just open that in a new tab. And let's see what it looks like. Okay, so if I look at theirs, get started now, squad fill, focus on what matters, AI solutions for small businesses. At Squad Fill, we aim to empower local businesses by leveraging JI workflows to enhance productivity and customer interaction seamlessly. And see here where it says already, let's chat. That's part of Wix. What we'll have is we'll have another button, talk to my agent. And then they have here Squad About Us. They have their 4 social media, their services, beginner AI, tip and trick. I guess that's tips and tricks. Yes? That should be, I guess, tips and tricks. Meet the team. Very nice. Isn't that great, guys? So we got meet the team. Wow, Miller, you really look well here with the EY and tech behind you, and Brooks and David. Wonderful. David's our skilled developer with passion, creating innovation with solid background, and he excels. Is this true, David Smith? Is David Smith here?
Like I put together the website, so and
Is this true? What you're saying? You have
it's
a
true to an
various program.
extent.
Huh? Okay. All right. One of the things, David, it's good if we show our best side, but I don't want people to make up, stories. This should be really true. You know what I mean? Have some sense. Maybe you don't have, okay, his dedication continuing when he's not coding. Perfect. And Brooks is a marketing lead at our company, one outside work. This is fine. They don't even say University of Miami. If you want to say, David's also has accounting, it's been an accounting major or studying accounting or something like that, you can. But if you don't, that's fine too. Sometimes it can add credibility being it. And then we got Brooks, wonderful. And Miller's our dedicated finance major, over a decade, known for his strategic approach, passionate, fantastic. Okay, and we got the squad fill. The only thing here is what I would add here. What does this get started now? What does that bring me to? Oh, the services. Okay, join us for an exciting series of free seminars designed to enhance. Kick off with a beginner, followed by essential tips and tricks. This needs to be, oh, perfect. This needs to be, tricks has to also be done off with a beginner, followed by essential tips and tricks. Finally, discover the power. Don't miss out. Great, you're giving free. Meet the team. What I would do here, it's first of all, very good as a first step. I think it's fantastic. Any comments, Lily?
No, I think it's great.
I think
I think that the like about the team section is the best part.
yes, I do too. Everybody's team should look similar, but it should be yours, right? We're not taking on right? David Smith looks so great. I wish I was him, right? So he's written up. So we're not all David Smith, but we'll take our own strengths and showcase that. So that's everyone they do. The only thing I would be able to do is maybe later on is articulate what problems are you going to solve for me. Do you understand that, David?
Yeah.
That's what I think would be good is what are kind of common problems that you can solve? This is where I get stuck. These are my challenges. We can help you do this. And then later on, it could be services. And what we'll do for the next part is you'll have some videos of examples of how you can help them. And when you do those tutorials, those little tutorials on how you can help them, then you can show them this is a problem. I have problems, sending out my emails, or maybe you want to do, is it small businesses? You don't have a social marketing group. We can help you with, with your social media, with sending out campaigns. You want to make it just all in small businesses, you may want to see if you want to narrow it. If not, that's fine. But I'd like to have like little scenarios, David, of I see what you're doing, but how are you going to help me? What are kind of like common problems? Do you understand that, David? What are kind of common problems that you can help, that you really can help them? But otherwise, I think that is, well, any other question? That this is where everybody should be for this stage. And once we get the voice, right, the agent, then David, you'll attach to contact our virtual agent. And then you can make it, and you can decide on the templates what you want it to be. And then you could even go into those prompts and direct it to how you want it to respond. Because guess what? When I was talking about it before, Connor, remember how I said there's a large language model that's attached to it? It'll be able to even answer generic questions as well. You understand? So you'll have kind of a sense there, and you can just guide it on how you want it to respond. So everybody will have that part to it. Everybody, just so you can see the future of it, everybody will have also videos, and you'll assign each person a video of showing what type of application I can do. Also, what we'll do, hey, we all know how to generate a podcast, right? Katie, you know how to generate a podcast in Notebook LM, right? So you could even get in your Notebook LM, what? Put your URL, once you get a full URL, put it in and have Notebook LM generate a podcast about your company. Wouldn't that be neat? Sandro, I'm excited more than you are, Sandro. But I think that's fabulous. And then what you could do is, guess what, Czar? You can say you can sell that as a service. You want a podcast? We can make a frequent podcast for you. So all these things that we even have, right? You want to have Zoom seminars that you can also stream live to YouTube, Connor? Maybe some of your clients want that. Can you do that for them? Of course, right? And then you can even show them how to do that. The only difference is they need to get the paid version of Zoom in order to stream live to YouTube. We have it, right, Connor? We're taking advantage of being University of Miami, but they don't have, you can just tell them, in order to do this, you need to have a paid account. So almost things that we've even done before, you can add as services. And then you can upgrade, of course. The next time I see you, people have already done it. You can have the opportunity. You want to have a website that really reflects your product. So I think that was an excellent one. Is there anyone else, Lily, that you want me to showcase? Or do you want to do a breakout room, or I'm just
I mean,
thinking, because it's already almost 6.
we could just do breakout rooms. I feel like group 9's a pretty good example.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do is get with your groups. We'll do breakout rooms. Lily and I will go to each of your groups just to get a sense on it. You can already start assigning, trying to, you'll have the social media. You'll want to assign people who will be doing the social media. You decide as a group, who do you want to have one person doing social media? You want to break it down on what that is. And then I'll be meeting with each group and giving you feedback on what you're doing. How's that sound? Okay, so do you want to set up the breakout rooms, Lily? You read
Yeah,
my
I
mind.
just did, yeah.
You guys are great. I love when you guys read my mind. Okay, so let's do the break. Put yourself in the breakout rooms. I'll start from the top, and Lily, you'll start from the bottom.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
and then
sounds
I'll
good.
meet with each of the groups, answer any of your questions. You can start doing it. You can even look, if you want, in your group. You can even look at VAPI to see if there's some issues on VAPI you want me to answer questions on. And then I'll show you for the next time when we'll do the VAPI, I'll show you the code that you need to insert into VAPI to make it into a Wix part as well. And
Can you stay with me, Professor, before you go in the breakout rooms?
yeah, sure.
Okay, thank
Let me
you.
make sure everybody's in there. We got a lot of people not joining. Everybody join.
So how do I join my group?
You just go into the breakout room box in like the toolbar and then pick a room that like correlates with your
Oh,
group number.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Did you find
Thank
it?
you. Yeah, thank you.
And
Oh.
Benjamin, did you find it?
Yeah, I got it.
Good. We'll wait till you get in before we see you.
Okay, hold on. Wait, where's the breakout room option? Oh, got it. Okay, thank you. Have a good one.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon. So group 3 is having a problem with their link. Apparently Anastasia needs to like give them some approval before they sign their link. I don't know what's going on. So, but if you're starting from the top, maybe you could help them out with that if you can. And then if you can't, then I can try and help them out too.
Okay,
I just found out.
what is their issue? I'll
I
see.
don't, okay. I just thought I'd let you know. It's for group 3.
Okay, group 3. You want to switch? I can start with 10 and you want to go start with the beginning? It doesn't matter. Usually the bottom is usually for some reason. Well, I guess this one isn't. My other class, they were the worst. The last.
Well, group 10 isn't, it doesn't even have a submission yet. So,
Right. Let me
you,
start with them.
okay.
Let me give
All right.
them.
Before you go, because you said you'd go to the top, you're just gonna go to the bottom.
I'm
Hello.
just gonna go. I'm gonna go to the bottom because I just want to get these guys. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's too. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, just so you know, you may want to contact Daniel. Daniel and Isa are sending the last 3 groups like this email telling them they better get on the ball. So you get from them.
Okay, I'll ask Daniel for it.
Ask Daniel what he's sending them. They decided that this is too much. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is when it's coming. Too much is too much. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll come back and then we'll do it 6:15. We'll see how long they take, and then we'll close the rooms and we'll come back for attendance. So let me start
Okay.
with 10 and you start for 1. Okay. Ciao. Are you just waiting around, Maya?
Oh, did we miss attendance?
We're going to do it. Hold
Oh.
on, I'm just closing all the rooms. So how did it work out, Lily? On my end, it worked out well. How did it work out on yours?
It worked out well.
Good. I'm glad that we got to see everybody. You got to see some, I got to see some. And there's so many ways that we can do this. Okay. Anything
gonna-
else? I think we're on a roll, right? That we got everybody set. We gotta get the URLs. We'll do the VAPI. Everybody kind of knows what's the next steps on the project.
Yeah, I'm gonna do attendance.
Right. And then I'll stay as long as anybody needs me. And let me stop the recordings.